everybody, Fiber Spider back again in the kitchen, and I've got a really easy, tasty, simple, traditional recipe for you with a slight twist. We're going to be making miniature pumpkin pies. Yes, they are adorable, they are easy, and with Thanksgiving right around the corner, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity. Now, the reason why I thought that mini pumpkin pies would be a good idea is because that way, if there's also cookies being served, well, there's plenty of room on your plate, no matter how small it is. They are adorable. I think you guys are really going to like them. I think they're awesome. I did a trial run to see how well it would work out, and they came out perfect. And without further ado, let's get started. Hello again. Alright, so before I get started, I'm going to preheat my oven to 375. And while that's doing, we're going to make our pumpkin pie filling, which is so very, very simple. First off, you're going to need a 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling, but pumpkin puree, because we're going to do the seasoning ourselves very easily, I might add. So start off with your 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree. Yes, it looks like baby food, but it's so dang tasty. So with my trusty spurtle, just getting all of it out. Almost there. Almost there. There we go. Okay, so that was 15 ounces of pumpkin puree. Now, I have an example. So you're going to need sweetened condensed milk. Now, I already used a can. In fact, I only needed half of a can because the recipe calls for a half a cup of sweetened condensed milk. Well, this is the remaining half from my previous can when I made these earlier today. So it's perfect. So if you want to make a double batch of these, which I would recommend, you only need one can. So that is awesome. So half a cup of sweetened condensed milk. And the beauty of these is that, yes, you can store these in the fridge for a couple of days, or you can store them in the freezer for like up to a month. So kudos. Kudos to leftovers. All right, so we have our sweetened condensed milk and our pumpkin puree, 1 egg already cracked. Plop that in there. Okie dokie. Then we need a teaspoon of pumpkin spice. Now, my teaspoon is too big to fit into this jar, so I'm using a 1/4 of a teaspoon 4 times. Just need to get this off of here. Now, pumpkin spice is cinnamon, ginger, lemon peel, nutmeg, cloves, and cardamom. As far as the ratios, Google it. So yes, I just have pumpkin pie spice. It was in my cupboard. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna use this. So I need a teaspoon of this. So I've got my 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm just gonna do this 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. No, I'm not being exact, but it works. Okay, so we've got our pumpkin pie spice. Now I just need about a 1/4 of a teaspoon of kosher salt. Now I'm going to dump this into here over the sink. Bear with me a moment. Because I don't want to do this over my bowl. So, 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. Boop. And mix, mix, mix. So yes, you could use a whisk. Me personally, I like to go simple and just use my spurtle. Less to clean up in the long run. And I don't know about you, but cleaning a whisk, it's just, there's something about it. I don't know. Is it just me? I mean, this thing is so easy to clean. I mean, it's silicone. No, I am not sponsored by the Spurtle company, but this thing is just so easy to clean that I really like it. But the spatula, it's like you have all those wiry tongue thingies. It's just, no. This is just easier. So basically, just gonna mix this up until it's nice and smooth and consistent, and you don't see any weird clumps of anything. Yes, I imagine you could use a stand mixer if you're so inclined. We don't need to. We're good. And there's my phone. If you'll excuse me just one moment, I'll be right back. Hello again. Sorry about that. Stuff happens, right? Even when we're baking. So yeah, just mix this nice and thoroughly until it's nice and smooth. And then we are going to start preparing our pie dough. By the way, as always, all of the ingredients are going to be in the description box down below as per usual. So for now, I'm just going to set this aside. And we're going to be using a cupcake tin. This is silicone, so it's really, really easy. Didn't need to spray it, quite frankly. You might want to, just in case. I didn't need to. So, got this. Now, for that, we have pre-made pie crusts. Yes! Yes, I'm cheating, I know. But we want this to be simple and quick and easy, right? So, there are 2 crusts in here. And is it? Yes. Net weight, 14.1 ounces. Yes, which is exactly what the recipe called for, so I can follow some instructions. So, going to need that. And to make this process just a little bit easier, because I don't like working on my countertop, parchment paper. Makes it so much easier. Voila. Okay, so just get these out. And I honestly did not think that, well, the preheating is done. I am just all over the place today. Yeah, I didn't think that this was going to be enough for 12 mini pumpkin pies. It really is, actually, with leftover to spare. I was surprised. I will be the first to admit. So we're just going to start with one and roll this out. And the first time that I made this, yeah, I had a little bit of trouble. And yeah, here we go. This does help, because if it gets stuck to itself, what I find helps is if you just sort of coax it with a butter knife to separate it from itself. Helps a little bit. You know, for whatever reason, the manufacturers of this, they're like, yeah, they can fend for themselves, they can deal. We don't need to make a product that is easy to use. Like maybe if the surface was maybe like a little bit floured before they rolled it. I don't know. So yeah, just running my knife, the back of my knife is actually better than the front of the knife. Along the edge as you're unrolling it really does help. So just unroll this. Also, for future reference, would it have been better if I let this, reach room temperature first before trying to roll it out? Let me know in the comments section, please. So we have our pie crust. Now, with a 3.5-inch cookie cutter, got this actually as part of a set from Walmart, works perfectly. So this is the largest size in the batch, and it's so cute because it comes with sort of a scalloped edge and a straight edge. I liked the scalloped edge. I think it looks cuter. Don't mind me, I do. So this actually is enough for 6, almost 7, but we only need 6 per crust. So give it a good press. Voila! And so I'm going to need 6 per pie crust. And just pop them over to the side there. Also, seriously, in a sense, yes, this is cheating. However, this is so easy that even I can do this. So I think, yeah, let's do this. Sort of like when I was using crescent rolls for another recipe. It's like, yeah, I could have made the dough, but I wanted something quick and easy and simple, and this totally fits the bill. So that is one down. Now also, if you wanted to add some of this dough, maybe do like a lattice work on top, I think that would be adorable. Or if you have little decorative cookie cutters, like maybe in the shape of little leaves, that would be so stinking cute. All right, so we have ourselves number 2. And yeah, this one's ripping already. Can I just get it started, please? Thank you. Here we go. It's coming along. And if there are any rips, you can try to finesse your dough back together again. But try to avoid that if possible. Okay, there we go. I will get 6 out of this sheet, relatively speaking. And I just need one more. Can I do it? Yes, I can. Haha. All right. So got that all taken care of and situated. Perfect. Now all I have to do is fill up our cupcake tin. So let me get myself a little bit more together and I will be right back. All right, so now for the fun and pretty darn easy part. So with your little cutouts, going to put one into each of these concavities. Now, personally, I find that the easiest way to do this is sort of line it up, push it down into the center, try to get it evenly down there, and then there is going to be an excess of dough. Not to worry, all you do is after scooching this down, sort of pinch it to the side. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Just give me a momentito. Like so. Just give it a little pinch to the side so it fits in there nicely. And just do that with all 12. Try to get into the bottom, press it down right into the bottom so that it's well formed. These are just so stinking cute though. Really, really, really. And what my coworkers don't know is that they are in for a surprise tomorrow when I bring them into work. I hope they like them. I think they are great. There we go. And if you end up with, two small folds, you know what, that's totally fine. They taste the same. And then once all of these are put in there, then we do the filling, which the recipe had said 3 tablespoons into each of these. Honestly, I did about 2 heaping tablespoons, and that's about how much could actually fit into here. Also, that's about how much I had. Like I didn't have 3 tablespoons worth of my filling. So two heaping ones works fine. Okay, scooch you. And one more. There we go, perfect. I'll get rid of this. Okie dokie. So, tablespoon measure, so roughly about 2. You don't have to be pretty or exact, just get it in there. And more or less just divvy this out evenly among all 12. You know what? Let me do this so you can see just a little bit better what I'm doing here. There we go. So yeah, roughly about 2 per cavity. Now the only thing that I regret right now is I don't have any whipped cream. Oh, now I must ask, this is a deal breaker of a question. Do you prefer whipped cream or Cool Whip? Like Ready Whip, which is out of the can, okay, or Cool Whip, which comes in a tub. Some of you may not be familiar between the difference, but Ready Whip, yeah, it's aerated and it's like a spray-on cream, and it's good, don't get me wrong, but after a short while, it becomes flat. Whereas Cool Whip, yeah, it's totally artificial in so many ways, but it tastes so good and it holds its shape. So, yeah, me personally, I like the artificial stuff. I like the Cool Whip. I'm kooky like that. Yeah, see, I'm almost out here. And I only did about 2 tablespoons per. There. And so, yeah, that's all I have left over. Really nothing much to write home about. And do I want to add any more? I think they're pretty good. So, you know, I'm going to leave well enough alone for once. And since my oven is already preheated to 375, I'm going to pop these in for 30 minutes. Middle rack. Hot, hot, hot. All right, so I will see you in about a half an hour. See you in a bit. Okie dokie, so it has been 30 minutes and my little pumpkin pies should be ready to go. So, here we go. Oh, they're so cute. Adorable. Absolutely, positively adorable. And I'm going to grab a toothpick and make sure that they are, in fact, good to go. Didn't have any issues the last time, so in theory shouldn't have any this time. So in the center, pop in a toothpick, and if it comes out clean, we should be good to go. Bingo! Very, very, very nice. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let these situate themselves and get settled and cool down a little bit. And after about 15 minutes or so, I'm going to take a butter knife, the back edge of the butter knife, and I'm just going to go around each to loosen it up from the sides. The bottom shouldn't be any issue. And then pop them out and then let them cool for about an hour, maybe more, so that they reach room temperature. And then we can do the taste test. All right, so I shall see you in a bit. Be right back. Alrighty, my dears, now it's time for the taste test. And as you can see, they are absolutely adorable. I love the little scalloped edge that the cookie cutter made. These are so stinking cute. I love them. And I've got plenty of them. Yes, makes a perfect dozen. And I can't wait to dig in. All right, so let me grab one of them. And so this is actually, to me, this is perfect because unlike normal pumpkin pie, yes, you need a fork. No, this is single serving, absolutely perfect. It's like a little tart. It's just so cute. I love it. I'm sorry. I gush. The only thing that would make this better is if I had some Cool Whip. That's the only thing. This is great. The amount of seasoning I think is just right. Maybe a little bit more, but I really don't think that it needs it. Sometimes pumpkin pies can be very overpowering with cinnamon and so forth. It's got, I think, a very nice, subtle flavoring that works, okay? Very nice. The little crusts, they baked up perfectly. They're not soggy or anything like that at all. They're great. Absolutely love this. And it was so easy. And the beauty of this is, yeah, if you have a lot of them, fine. You can put them in the fridge for a couple of days until, when you want to serve them. That's fine. Also, you can store them in the freezer for up to a month. That works too. And I am delighted. Yes, I've got treats and sweets. Yes, all ready for Thanksgiving. So listen, everybody, Thank you so very much for watching today. I hope you liked today's video. Have you made something like this before? Now, I'm sure that a lot of you have made pumpkin pie before, but have you made something like this, sort of like a mini pie, a little tartlet, if you will? What was your experience? Do you have any suggestions, helpful hints, etc., etc.? I'm always interested in your constructive criticism and your feedback. Yep. And thank you again. Thank you for joining me. You know what to do until next time, right? I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay making fabulous, yummy treats in the kitchen, stay safe, take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now, everybody, and have a great day.